Hello and welcome to the CineSnobs here on Blaze Radio and BlazeRadioOnline.com. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host Ryan Brown, and today we are joined by none other than the creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How are you doing today, my friend?
Absolutely fantastic. We're here hanging out at this awesome UwU Con, having a great time with the fans, and just so happy to be here. This is such a great event, having a great time.
That's awesome. So a couple quick questions. How did you come up with the idea of Teenage Mutant Turtles, Kevin?
I was a huge fan of Bruce Lee, and one night, Pete and I were working in a studio. We were working on samples and things. We were trying to get work anywhere we could. Marvel, DC, we were submitting stuff everywhere. And I was trying to come up with something funny to make Pete laugh. And so, big fan of Bruce Lee. I said, if Bruce Lee was an animal, what would be the silliest animal? So, fast-moving martial artist, slow-moving turtle, and that was the first sketch right here. Michelangelo, the first one drawn, so I did this sketch of a turtle with nunchucks strapped to his arm, and I put it on, a mask on, put it on Pete's desk and said, this is going to be the next big thing. Ha ha ha. And that was a spark that sort of set us on the path to then add three more turtles and then come up with a story. So, yeah. That's
amazing. I know there's been multiple iterations of your beloved characters. What personally to you is like your top three, if you had to choose?
You know, it's hard to choose because there's something I love about all of them, but I would definitely, the first instantly comes to mind is the first Turtle movie from 1990, because that was the perfect iteration where it blended the comedy and the slapstick and the fun stuff of the cartoon series with the dark, edgier, family, homegrown edginess of the original black and white comic. So it sort of had a foot in both worlds. I really love that series so much. From there, because I love the original cartoon series, of course, Peter and I had so much fun. We did 288 episodes. And then, so say the original cartoon series, the first Turtle movie, and from there I jump to many other iterations that I like, but I'd go to Mutant Mayhem, which came out about a year and a half, 2 years ago, which I thought was tremendously hilarious and reminded me so much of the first Turtle movie, because it had the same comedy for both adults and kids, the slapstick and fun, and I just thought it really brought the Turtles back to that original iteration, which is fun.
So you feel like the specifically Mutant Mayhem kind of just brought back a little bit of that spark?
Absolutely, brought back the spark for me, for sure. I think a lot of fans really loved it like that too, so yeah.
That's honestly amazing. And have you done any other conventions here in Arizona, or is this your very first one?
No, it's like, well, my wife grew up here. We have family all over the place here. We've done a couple different events here, some small, some large, but we feel like, you know, as we live here now, so we're sort of, this is in our backyard, so we want to show a love and support to all things Arizona. So we'll come out for shows small and large, and we love doing them. It's great. So home turf.
That's amazing. Do you have a favorite character?
You know, besides the Turtles, obviously, as a proper co-parent, love them all. You know, April, the original fifth Turtle, in my opinion, you know, adding a sister to the family. But top of the list for me is Casey Jones. I was a huge Casey Jones fan, and it was a great character that Pete and I came up, and sort of we feel like it's a Turtle's wacky cousin is Casey Jones. So say Casey Jones for sure.
That's amazing. And our final question, for anybody trying to create amazing things like you have done, what are some words of inspiration?
Well, it's you know, I would say that, you know, if you want to be a musician, you want to be a writer, an athlete, an artist, you have to work at it every day. Even if it's like, you know, we all have busy lives, and I understand that, but try to set aside, you know, 20, 30 minutes, 45 minutes to practice your craft, whichever you want to be. Practice, and you will continue to improve. And don't let the dream fade, because even when I was younger, people try to talk to me, why would you want to do comic books? You know, you can't make a living doing comic books. People that would try to take that dream away from you, don't let them. Stay true to yourself, work at your craft every day, and you get there one day.
That's amazing. Kevin Eastman, everybody, thank you so much.
Pleasure. Nice talking to you.